Mic check 1, 2, 3.
So that game was this Saturday, yeah? We all saw it?
Yeah, we all saw it.
Did we though?
It was. I suffered through it. It was probably one of the.
It was not
according to everybody, the worst one ever was 2002. I didn't see it because the United States didn't have the rights to the Champions League back then. But that was the AC Milan Juventus 0-0 all the way to the end. So that's considered the worst one.
The worst one? Okay, so this is the second
Well,
one.
this is the second worst. Because this game was bad.
Wait, you said 2002?
2002.
2002.
No.
2002.
Real Madrid won that one.
So then 2003. It was one of those.
Okay. Yeah,
But
because they won it 98, 2000, 2002.
The year of the Cacciopoli.
Okay, alright. So it was 3, I think.
Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
You guys got too many trophies to count, bro. It doesn't even fucking matter.
It's funny because
we're catching up to AC Milan first, and then we'll have you guys in.
I was gonna bring it to Real Madrid talk, but you know what?
Yo, stay pushing it to Real Madrid talk, man.
It's alright.
I'm gonna walk away from it. I usually tend to do that.
It's alright. It's good. Our whole overtime is gonna be Real Madrid talk, regardless. You guys are the only ones doing something right now. So
you could have been tied with AC Milan.
Huh?
You could have been tied.
Yeah, but we lost it to AC Milan. So.
No, you lost to Madrid last year.
Oh, that too. Well, that wouldn't. Yeah.
Damn.
Like I was telling Edgar.
Let's take a shit talk about that.
I was telling Edgar, I'm like, I suffered because I've seen Liverpool lose 3 European titles, like, and just fucking, it sucks.
In case our listeners don't get to the video first, we are sounding pretty upbeat because Edgar is not in the studio today, and we don't have to deal with his smugness. Which is actually, I think that's like a viral. It's like a medical diagnosis.
Yeah, every Liverpool fan except Eddie.
Except for Eddie, literally.
Is going crazy.
It's funny though, cause like Marco was getting like the videos for like the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Like he's editing everything, so it's gonna be out shortly. But he's like, yo, Eddie, like you're like the polar opposite of Edgar right now. He's like, so I'm not that type of fan. Like. I celebrated hard as fuck when Divock Origi scored. I was like, fucking hell, finally something. But yeah, I'm like polar opposite. Like Edgar was like up and down screaming. I'm over there. I put my glasses on because I was like crying.
Edgar broke his sunglasses.
Yeah,
Edgar broke
so you couldn't even put them on.
No.
Yeah.
No, actually, Dinas were wearing them for a little bit.
He didn't give 2 shits because he was like, Liverpool's winning. They won the title.
He comes up to me. He's like, you motherfucker! I finally got to see him lift the trophy. And you've been holding that against me.
So there's been a few videos out, a few parodies and stuff like that. Some stuff, you guys saw a video of the Liverpool fans going to the Barcelona store?
I saw that one. That was pretty funny.
See, okay, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but that was pretty cool to watch because I freaking hate Barcelona. I hate Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just hoping this victory was at the Bernabeu instead of the fucking
I just would have never showed up at it. It was hard enough to hear Edgar after you guys walked away, like you won.
Yeah.
He would say, "We won it at Madrid. We won it at Madrid." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you won it. It went to Metropolitano." He's like, "It's still Madrid." I'm like, "Fuck you."
Stop, bro. It's technicality.
I'm like, "It's still Madrid." I'm like, "Fuck you, man. It's not even in my stadium. I'm not even close to it."
And then we looked it up. It would have been closer if it was at the Vicente Calderon. But
yeah. So apparently, when the Metropolitano is like all the way at the outskirts of Madrid.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about like it's barely in Madrid. Like it's at the outskirts.
Pulling it back though to the game, there's a few things that I think we wanted to hit on. Right, there's a penalty at the beginning. There's also the fact of whether Kane should have started or not. So which one you guys are going to tackle first?
I guess the Kane's. I was gonna say whatever came first. I was like the penalty. No, wait, Kane came first. Because the penalty happened so early.
I think everybody in this table, and even at Edgar's, because that's where if you haven't realized it yet, we were watching the game at Edgar's all together.
We willfully saw the game.
Willfully, they weren't held against their wills. They went there. They drove there. They showed up there. Tech ball tournament. Check it out. It's gonna be on YouTube soon.
Yeah, hopefully. We all kind of looked at the lineup and said he fucked up.
Yeah.
He fucked up. I was like, the minute I saw it, I'm like, Liverpool's walking away with it easily.
It was crazy because Kane actually played the entire 90 minutes.
That I didn't expect. I didn't expect
Not only
that,
he hasn't played for 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they were saying, oh, he must have seen something in training. I'm like, come on. It's one thing in training and another giving him 90 minutes to do.
Yep.
Yeah, training is very different from being match fit.
Did he have a
And
shot
I think
on goal?
I think
Yeah,
you were
one
the,
shot.
Yeah,
on
one
goal.
shot, and it was like in the 80th or something.
Yeah.
The commentator was even like, "There's his first shot on goal,"
and I think
and
you
it
were.
went, and it went right to Alisson, like it was
Yeah.
right at his belly.
I think you were the one that said it. It was like, I think Lloris had more touches of the ball in the first half than Kane has
As-
the entire game.
the entire
Yeah.
game, yeah.
Because in the first half, Tottenham, they were playing more in their defensive third, like passing the ball around. That's how they got all that possession. That's how they beat Liverpool in possession, because they were keeping the passing
Behind,
going on
yeah.
behind the half field.
It was just such a bad game of footy, bro. It was so bad.
It was not an entertaining. Champions
Hell
League final.
no. It was so bad. Like, all I kept seeing is them lodging up the ball into the air and, like, header.
Yeah,
drop
that ball was
down.
extra
up to
bouncy, man.
I was
It
like,
wouldn't stay
yo,
on the
like, we
ground.
playing volleyball here? Whatever.
Yeah, we didn't stay on the ground at all.
Yeah.
End of the day, I really don't care because we lifted up the trophy, but it was such a bad game. Like, it was bad for the neutral. Like, that is not the game you want to display for people to come to watch
And
footy.
the worst part is we were actually very off topic because the conversation was one thing and now we're talking about the actual game.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean,
we've seen Spurs and Liverpool play an EPL and have a really good game.
yeah, they have really
But
exciting football.
I think
This is the one game that they could have said, fuck it, we're going to go all out because we don't have to worry about tomorrow. Every other time they play somewhere else, like in the EPL, they have to worry about the next game. They have to worry about something, maybe the FA Cup, maybe around the corner, or Champions League game, or Carabao Cup, or whatever, something coming along. But this is the only one that said that they could say, I don't have to worry about tomorrow.
yeah, they
Yeah.
could have just left it on the pitch.
And they did it.
But do you guys think that having Kane on the field actually made it that way?
I think it slowed it down.
Yeah.
Because that's what I
think-
thought.
yeah,
I think
that-
it slowed it down.
And the penalty so early on in the game changed the entire philosophy of both teams because Liverpool didn't have to chase.
Well,
my-
the question is it was it a penalty?
And I don't know.
My opinion, it's a 50-50 call. To
See,
be honest,
here's the
because
thing.
No,
Like,
it's a
come
50-50
on,
call because
bro.
like
It's-
it hit off his right here underneath the
Yeah.
armpit and kind of rolled off his chest. All right, Sissoko he shouldn't have his arm out, but he was telling his teammates get the back
Because
post
we're
and all that.
we're being biased because these are two Premier League teams.
Yes.
In the Premier League, this wouldn't have been a handball.
No.
But the rules are different in Champions League, which are changing,
Which
right?
Didn't
VAR,
see it, man.
Yeah.
VAR could have been used.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The
Champions League.
rules are different in Champions League
For
until
UEFA, right.
next season, which the rules completely change. Because in European competition, it says if any part of your arm has contact with the ball, it's a handball,
It's over.
regardless. It doesn't matter how, but that's just the way it is in the European game. It's different in the Premiership, and it's gonna change for the following season.
Reminds me of Rose's handball against Man City when Aguero shambled the penalty kick and Yori saved it. Because
Yeah, I remember that.
Rose was already on the ground.
Oh yes,
And,
yes,
his arm
yes,
was
yes,
up.
yes,
Yep,
yes.
yep, exactly.
But yeah, to me, I mean, it was a 50-50 call because his arm was already up, and Mane, he played it smart. He just flicked it right into his arm. And
I think it was just it wasn't. I don't even think Mane was trying to do that. I think it was just
It did make
we're
me think
at the
though-
wrong time at the wrong moment at the wrong time, and he was literally lining up his defender, saying, "Yo, cover
Yeah,
this
it
person." And the
sucks.
minute he walked, and the commentators or people have been saying he's trying to make himself big. I'm like, I don't think he was thinking about
No,
that. I
definitely
think he was
not.
literally just putting his
Definitely
arm
not. Yeah,
out
he was
just to
just
tell
putting-
somebody to cover that other person.
Definitely not.
And Mane hit the ball to that person that he was trying to tell him to cover,
Yep,
and it
exactly.
ended up hitting him in his hand. Like it
But
was
wait,
unfortunate. I think it's purely unfortunate.
If it didn't hit Sissoko though, where would that ball have gone?
Gone.
Because Mane was like
gone nowhere.
buchareando, he was like scooping it up. So
Yeah.
wasn't he doing
Would've
that on
done-
purpose then to hit him in the arm?
it looked like it.
Did it?
Because
that-
it was up for quite a bit.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
he was tracking back. He was like jostling for
And
position. He had his arm out the whole
And
time.
it didn't look like Mane put enough power to it in order to get it
For it
the
to
top
go
Maybe I'm
in.
wrong
6 or-
on that end.
I don't
maybe,
know.
Maybe
I-
Mane did see
I
it.
thought
It
Mane,
could be, and that-
I thought Mane was just being cheeky about it.
Yeah.
And he definitely jumped. Like that's valid.
I mean,
like I'm not saying
He's an intelligent player.
Yeah.
So like,
So I was
it's like to me,
window.
I'm like, if that's the case, I think all strikers should trying to be doing that in the penalty box. And what sucks is though, because like now lately it's like they put their hands behind their back,
Well, any smart
Yeah.
defender
And
would do that.
and that puts you off balance now. So
Yeah.
it's
You can't
it's
run
a
to
lose-lose
spot-
situation.
You can't run to a spot with your hands behind your back. That's just weird.
It's
and
weird,
You have
and
no
you're off
balance.
balance.
If you're
But then-
one-on-one
yeah.
and you're covering a person, then yes, put your hands behind your back. You're good. I see all the defenders do that.
Yeah, but you're all in
But
the
if you're
box. and
running,
you're trying to organize yourself.
if you're running,
So then,
there's no way
at
now.
what point do the rules get in the way of actually playing soccer the way it should be played? You know, Because then what does that mean? That as the rest, like my back line to organize themselves and to like cover a man that I see? Like what if I'm the only person that sees that play
You have to
happen?
use your foot.
Yeah,
Your nose, or you go.
The Spanish
Like,
thing.
con la-
Spanish
con la
thing.
boca.
Bottom left, your
Over
chin.
there. Oh,
Yeah, the chin. Oh dang! So
You just
whatever,
right click
man.
up.
They called the pen. I think Kane really slowed down the game because once Lucas Moura came on, it was the different
Right.
tempo.
Even
Almost
bringing
immediately.
Llorente in was a different
And
tempo.
then honestly,
Well, Llorente came in
because
for Dele Alli.
Spurs lack speed, and that's what Mora gave you.
yeah,
Yeah, him and
Yo,
Son, man.
him and
Llorente is just a guy to bring down the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's an old
the
school
poster player.
9, which I think at this point they should have just used him, just to have Son and Lucas run the sides and then throw him in the middle. That's what he's there for.
Okay.
I felt like watching the game. It seemed like Kane. He was checking in the wrong positions, and when he was cherry picking too much for the long balls. But you're going up against Matip and Van Dijk. Van Dijk, who's tall and strong as fuck, and
Yeah.
fast as center back.
Yeah, he's fast
So
too.
there's no way you could cherry pick like that. And
I think it was just exhaustion, bro. He wasn't game. He might have been game ready, but he wasn't ready to play 90 minutes at that.
Definitely not.
And
At that
what
level, hell no.
And what I heard was in the stadium it was well over like 90 degrees.
Oh yes.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Spain does
Well
get
over.
hot.
It
It's
got,
hot in
it got
Spain.
hot, and they said the way the stadium is constructed, it retains heat. So
Yes, that's one of the things that they've been talking about once they built one of the Metropolitano was they forgot about air flow.
Yeah, so I was kind of glad because like all week since the Premier League ended, Liverpool flew over to Spain and trained there the entire time to get themselves ready for that kind of environment.
What do you use?
Huh?
Where did it go? Real Madrid?
Nah, they went to Marbella.
Oh.
They always go to Marbella, and then they
Like,
Spurs,
yeah, come in.
Spurs decided to
Half
stay
the
in
trophies
London.
ours now. Yeah. You won it off of training here. Half the trophy is ours.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine.
All in all, I know. I wasn't happy with the starting lineup, and probably a lot of other Spurs fans, and even not Spurs fans, they
Neutrals,
weren't
yeah.
happy
Yeah, even
with the
neutral, man.
lineup.
We're
But,
all
like,
neutral, and I hated
But
it.
you know,
You're not a neutral.
I'm not a neutral.
Because you're biased.
But what I could say is that I have full faith and trust in Poch because he helped Tottenham get there into the final, whether he started Kane or not. Like, I'm proud of my team. They made it to the final in the first time in history, Champions League history, European history, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm proud of them. I mean, I wish we could have lifted the trophy. I wish we could have started Lucas Moura over Kane and, have Son and Lucas up top. And then Dele Alli right there, center attacking mid, Eriksen on the right, wings, and Sissoko, in the middle. The back line was fine, but, all in all, proud of my team. Just wish it was a different final.
I agree with you. Poch brought you guys
Yeah.
to the final. You cannot take that away from him. But there is
You guys did it before City.
And look
there
at
is no Spursier thing to do than do everything perfectly and then go fuck up at the end.
Honestly,
Like,
true,
first
true,
pleasure,
true.
did it, took you there, no purchases, no nothing, brought you to the final and fucks up in the lineup in the final.
You know
and
what's
he'll
up?
say no. He says no. He said he's perfectly fine with his choices. I think
Yeah.
inside he knows he fucked up.
The funniest thing I've seen, well, one of the funniest thing I've seen, because there's a lot of memes too, is one guy was like, "Yo, the best way to beat Lloris is just to shoot it at him because he's not gonna get it."
That's what he did.
And that's what Mo Salah did. He just shot it at him.
whatever.
He knows it's true. Off camera, he was talking about Keylor
Yeah.
Navas because he knows that Lloris is prone to errors at him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well,
But like, I mean,
And you guys gave us a goal during the Premier League too, because Lloris just tapped it in for us.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
He said, "I don't recall."
I was supposed to hit off Lloris one in the goal, and I'm like,
in his mind, Eddie, you
Oh,
can't live
no.
in the past.
No, that it hit off Arda Warriel's leg.
no, hit off Lloris, bro.
Hit off Lloris, who when the ball, and then the ball hit off Arda Warriel's leg. On goal.
Nah, he
Arda
still spurs
Warriel.
it up, bro.
Whatever.
Well, that
All I
moves
know
on
is
to
that
the-
Arsenal fans all over the world
Yeah,
are
they're
very,
relieved.
very relieved that.
Very relieved. Eric is breathing.
Dude.
Actually,
Last week we had to check
everybody.
in on him
Not
last
only,
week.
Not
but-
only Arsenal, Chelsea fans as well. Like they
All
were
London fans,
They
Yeah,
were
I think all
happy.
London fans. And it's funny though, cause like even though like everybody's rivals and shit, like in the UK, like the YouTube fan groups of each team, like they're all close knit, and it was just funny because like the Liverpool like fan group would like send it to like Arsenal fan TV. He's like, yo, you're welcome, and then just put like laughing faces.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude. Well, I mean, 2-0 at the end of the day, right? We had Divock Origi, 3 shots, 3 goals.
Cometh the hour,
Yeah.
the
man.
man,
What do you call him? The big
our
Belgium.
big ass, strong ass, fast ass Belgian, bro. That mother.
Son of a bitch, bro.
For real.
I like out of everybody, three
This-
shots, 3 goals.
And that was a well taken shot
This
too,
is
man.
this is Origi's 4th game where he bailed us out.
Lukaku who?
Listen,
at
bro,
this point,
I'm
right?
not, it's not about nobody else but Liverpool right now. So don't
So-
shift it onto me, bro.
We'll get to Lukaku later in overtime.
Yeah, we'll get
but
to that later.
yeah, so like 4 games this year he bailed us out. He bailed us out in Everton. He bailed us out in Newcastle. He bailed us out in Barcelona. Well, in Anfield, but against Barcelona. And then he bailed us out against Spurs.
Yeah. Man, I just.
Now, does his stock rise? Does his price rise?
Yeah. Apparently there's a contract on the table before the final even started. So more to come in the upcoming weeks. So we're gonna see what happens. But his story is insane because like we bought him, and on his back he took us to the Europa League final.
Yep.
He got injured like 2 games beforehand, so we were rushing to get him back.
Mhm.
He couldn't start. We lost. And then, like, just to come back to the Champions League.
I mean, I will say one thing. Not gonna lie, with Origi's, saving Liverpool in all these matches, I think he might, as great as Firmino is as a player, I think Origi is gonna probably start over him
No, I don't
next
think so.
Next season?
next
I don't
season.
think so. Because
Oh.
when Origi comes in, we play differently. Like, with Firmino
Hey man,
is the perfect player
Klopp
for our
has the entire
system.
summer. Klopp has the entire summer
To
the
figure that
offseason
out,
to
man.
figure
Yes,
it
but
out.
I think Klopp is too picky to just do
Yeah.
it. Like, even though he will try it out throughout the summer, I think he's too picky that Firmino already fits the mold.
Mm-hmm.
He won't switch it up unless Firmino's injured. He will find a way to utilize Origi in a different
Yeah,
capacity
unless-
that is not Firmino's way.
And even the times that Firmino's been injured, Origi's out in the wings, and Mo Salah or Mane are in the middle. So
Yeah,
Well,
it is differently when Origi's in.
we'll see.
and then
Well-
Mane or Salah cannot do what Firmino does. So
Mm-mm.
Definitely not. So that's it for the game. It brings us to the ultimate reality that
6
Liverpool
European
now has 6 UCL titles. I can't.
who was it? Was Nico? You were talking about it. I'm like, I don't care. Every time I see somebody say 6, I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck. I got 13. And then he's like, do you really though? Do you really? It's like the first 5 you can't count. Was like what everybody says.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So
I mean, if that's the case, then I have 2.
that's legit. That you
That's-
were
I've
you were
only
all.
seen 2.
I told it.
How many does Madrid have?
7.
That have you seen? How many have you seen? I know 3,
no,
3.
4, 5, 6.
I saw
You seen
the
6.
first one was
98, but I wasn't watching soccer by then.
No, the first one I saw was Zidane's volley.
Oh, 2.
Oh, two.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So
that's-
5.
5.
4.
5.
5.
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
What was
Five.
the other one? Oh, yeah, no, I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah,
two,
Atletico, and then 3 in a row.
2012, whatever.
Yeah, so and I've seen 6 was 2000, 2002, and then the other 4.
You've seen 1 or 2?
I've seen 2.
But not
So,
only that,
you were following them during 99.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
early.
but not only
Early,
that,
I was a
everybody
little kid.
says, "Oh, they should count it from when it became the Champions League."
Yeah,
So
about
I'm like, all right, that means that we have 7. You guys
Well,
have 2.
it doesn't
So,
matter.
so
European
Nico
title.
legit was like,
Look, a European title. A European title is a European title.
European
Exactly.
titles,
It
European
really
titles,
is,
man.
yeah.
I mean, Aston Villa has a European title and
So
Spurs
is
don't, so.
Nottingham Forest has 2.
yo, exactly. Look from the reporters has 2.
Ouch.
Steaua Bucharest, whatever.
The
that team
star,
from
the
Romania.
red star.
Yeah,
Red
Red
Star
Star
Belgrade,
Belgrade,
There
yep.
you go. They have one.
Yeah, they have one.
I was looking. I'm like, oh, these niggas.
Marseille
have
has one.
Like, shit.
Marseille has one, the only French team that have one.
Feyenoord has 1. PSV
Feyenoord.
has 1.
Ajax has like 4.
Porto has
4.
2.
Inter has
Porto.
3.
Benfica, I think, has 2 also. Or
Benfica,
Yeah.
no, Benfica doesn't have any.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah, because
won 2
on the
right
back of
after
Eusebio.
Mm-hmm.
They won 2 after Madrid.
Eusebio's
Big
team
ass
was,
too.
Eusebio's dream was to beat Real Madrid, and that's what he did.
That's what he did. Yeah.
Spurs
They're
have
on
0.
Okay.
Spurs
Arsenal
still
has 0.
We made it to one final.
at least
We've been in the
there's
same
some-
amount of
at least
finals as
there's-
you.
Alright, so I will say this: Arsenal has one thing over Spurs.
What? 1
Left.
goal in the
They
final?
scored. They scored.
I knew you were gonna say some stupid. Yeah,
They scored, and they had to go up against Ronaldinho. So
just so you,
Just imagine.
just so everybody knows, Eddie was an Everton fan before Liverpool.
Yeah.
Whoa,
okay.
whoa, whoa,
Chill, chill,
whoa, whoa.
He actually has an Everton jersey. He
I have
just spray
no
painted
Everton
it
jersey.
red, and then you know.
I have
Put a-
pictures
put
with
a
2
swan
ex
sticker
Everton
over.
players though.
Wow,
Oh,
Eddie,
shit.
you're another Edgar.
Chill.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, never that. Eddie, yo, flash him the tattoo, bro. Flash it out, baby.
You'll never.
If you
That's
if you
what it says.
if you
You'll
mix
never read
if you
again.
mix the
You'll never read
letters
again.
around, it spells out Everton.
Yeah. Okay.
So that puts Liverpool level on titles with United. That was something that was coming out. Eric sent that to try to stir me up
Yeah. So right now we have three chances actually to beat them.
to beat them. Yes, because
So we
there's
have the Super Copa.
the
We
Super Bowl
have
that's going on.
the Community
against
Shield, which I
Chelsea.
still don't understand why we're in it.
And
First
FIFA
place.
Second
No,
place.
it's first and second. I thought it was first in the FA Cup.
No, it's
Mhm.
Well, they
it's-
won everything else, so it's gonna be first, second place. I'm assuming.
It's second of the Premier League.
Okay. So yeah, we had the Community Shield, and then we had the World Cup. So
FIFA Club World Cup.
Mundialito.
And the Club World Cup actually, I was reading that because UEFA was trying to make it into an official summer tournament,
Every 4 months. Every
that
years.
the European coalition was already decided that they weren't going to participate because they don't want that to happen.
yeah, we wouldn't be able to do the summer tournament because then that means the UEFA qualifiers would suffer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's not held in December, right now Liverpool are kind of like in limbo if they're going to play it or not.
Shit. So that means that we were the last ones to wear it. Yeah.
Well,
It
as,
looks-
as,
it
as,
looks
as,
like
of right,
it.
as of right
Retired
As
now,
of right
bitch.
now, it looks
As
like
of right
it.
now.
It would,
Because they don't know whether they're going to approve the new format or if they're going to stick with the old.
I'd love to see it,
if-
but if they do it every 4 years.
well, the tournament's gonna be
Yeah.
held in Qatar this year, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a test run for the World Cup.
Hmm. It's probably going to be empty
Test
as hell
run.
again.
A test run for your Liverpool players to I don't know what.
Oh,
pass
most
out in the
of
heat.
them are kind of gonna be there. So
So speaking of players that have left their former teams, we're kind of bashing on Coutinho a little bit earlier
Yep.
because that quote that's
Nah,
been
so
coming
bad.
out. A lot of people have been putting it up on Instagram and socials and stuff like that.
That is
So-
one of the most hilarious quotes I've seen out there, and I really hope that every person that says him just goes. I swear to God, every time he's on right now, because he's on vacation right now.
all I know is that
People
Because
should
of
DM,
Coutinho-
you should DM me with the photo. Like,
because of Coutinho leaving, we have lifted up the 6th trophy.
yes,
There you go.
yeah, you were
Because
saying that
I was
because
saying that off camera. I was like, because Coutinho left, we had the money to get Van Dijk and Alisson, and Alisson won man of the match, so that pretty much paid for itself.
So that means that Coutinho won the trophy with you guys.
Yeah, it was funny though because if we had won it last year, he would have still got a medal.
Yeah, that's right, because he played for you guys.
Yeah.
played, yeah.
Or he was in the lineup.
He was in
or
the
whatever.
because he was in the knockout stages for us.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean not the knockout stages. I'm sorry.
stage.
The
group stages. He played
Yeah.
for you guys. Yeah, that's right.
That sucks though for him to be like, I'm leaving
So you got a
to win
silver.
the Champions
He
League.
did get a silver medal.
I'm pretty sure he does. Has it hanging.
He uses,
Fuck.
no, he uses, he uses it as a coaster.
Yeah, he probably does. I would use that shit as a coaster. Damn, I feel terrible. So that's enough for Liverpool. I'm tired of talking about Liverpool.